Hello everyone, and welcome to Novice to Nightmare Plays, where I will be doing a playthrough of Oxygen Not Included on pretty much maximum difficulty settings that you can be exposed to. I'm going to go for Survival. I'm going to crank it up to Iridio, which I consider harder than Oasis, just because you can't grow anything anywhere on this map when you start off. And I'm also going to look for a challenging seed. I'm going to look for one that is Geodormant and Metal Poor, and maybe some other difficult things thrown in there just to make things interesting. So bear with me just a second while I have a look for that seed. I think this is the one: small boulders, Metal Poor, volcanoes, and Geodormant. Volcanoes are just going to kind of get in the way as long as none of them are uncapped. So they don't have any abyssal light breaks. As long as they aren't uncapped, they won't cause me any problems. They'll just be space that I have to dig around. And eventually I'll be able to harness them for power, so I think this is what we're going to go with. Let's crank all these difficulty settings up to maximum and turn care packages off. I think care packages kind of spoil the unique kind of environment that you start off in. It means you can have certain seeds completely unavailable to you, certain plants, and some critters as well, depending on the world. So let's go. I think we're good to start. Okay, let's find ourselves some useful duplicants. An unusual move that I'm going to make is I'm going to go for a high-spec cooker. Just because we're on Iridio, it tends to be the case that we can't grow anything, so we have to cook right at the start. We have to cook the dirt, basically, to feed to our duplicants, which is not ideal, but it's how we're going to get by. So you're going to get a bonus to your cooking speed. We also want a researcher so that we can get our way to cooling pretty quickly. Yeah, you'll do, Turner, perfect. And we want a digger so we can explore really quickly. You're +7. And the only things we don't want are destructive or particularly bad negatives here, but these across the board are just fine. Doomed crash pad. Hang on, I'll look for a good name. There we go. It's a little bit more concise. Hovel. Welcome to Hovel, Max, Turner, and Lindsay. I think we're good to go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to start digging up stuff and exploring a little bit. I'll try and explain things as if from a beginner perspective a little bit, just so everyone knows what's going on. Oh, a pip spawned in the chlorine. That's unusual. I haven't seen that happen before. So we have a nice big starting biome. The temperature's already going to leak in from there a little bit. But we have plenty to do, so let's get to it. We're gonna first play is to carve up all of the hexalant, which is these little plants around the world. Carve all those up, and then get our hands on some research as soon as possible. There really is no time too soon to get our hands on all of the new technologies. And I'm going to have to be even careful with which technologies I choose. We really need to get our way to cooling as fast as possible to suit my playstyle. You could ranch critters, but I think the spin-up time on that is so slow that we wouldn't see the benefits for a long time, and we'd probably have all starved by then. So, for now, we won't be going for that. Turner's animations aren't happening, so things are just mysteriously getting dug out there. I'm sure they'll snap out of it. But, yeah, we're going to dig around, and then one of our first priorities in the early game is to get toilets built. So I'm just going to go across here, 24. So I like to make all my rooms 24 by 4. It gives them a 96 tile space inside, so 24 across. And 96 is the biggest size that most rooms can get to, and then it just keeps our base nice and uniform if all of our rooms are that size. I'm going to put a 3 tile wide access corridor through the whole length of the thing. I don't want to dig up that oxalite, but I'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, I just give a 3 tile wide access tunnel, and that lets gas flow a little bit better, and it's pretty nice. So let's get on with that. In the meantime, I'm going to queue up some builds. We actually don't even have metal yet. Let's speed this up. So that's a bunch of buildings queued up. We have our microbe musher to get some food early in the game. We'll start to run out of hexalant alarmingly quickly. The early game food does not last very long at all. But we'll get through that. We'll get some research queued up, and yeah, we'll get on with things. Don't really want to let that chlorine in just yet. And nothing too exciting has been revealed in the surroundings yet. No geysers right next to the base or anything like that. But yeah, let's get started on building Hovel. Clear out some of this so the oxalite can kind of spread into the base. Oh, and my normal main priority is to get toilets up and running, but I didn't do that in time because I forgot. Oh yes, okay. Natural gas, that means there's a geyser over there. But yeah, people are going to start having accidents all around the base now because I'm... Whoa! Because I am struggling to keep track of my priorities. That was very quick. Wow, time really flew by there. So I want one... Well, I'll throw 3 down here and I can reshuffle where they are just to match my needs in a second. But yeah, well, whoops on that one. Hopefully their bladders can last until the next morning, but I actually don't think they will. What are you at? 89%. Yeah. Well, they can mop it up, I suppose, but they're all going to have accidents on the floor. Right at the start. That's not good. But yeah, natural gas almost always means that there's a natural gas geyser in here, except there's a little bit of chlorine too, but I'm hopeful. I'll get someone to explore a little bit farther that way. Once we get that granite out of the way, I guess. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that that's what that is showing me. And a natural gas geyser is really good for your early game power needs. It also gives a little bit of water to work with. But yeah, that'll be quite handy if I can crack that open. And it doesn't look like there's anything annoying in the way. There's abyssalite there, but nothing directly blocking my path other than some very low level minerals that I can dig through. Anyway, so the team are getting to work building the toilets, and they might not actually... I think they made it in time. Out of order. Someone deliver dirt to that toilet. Right now. I'm going to set up their priorities just now. There we go. Okay, so no one is going to have accidents. Hopefully. Ah, that was close. It's not my favourite thing in the world to mess that up, so I'm glad I just got this done in time. Okay, so people are going to start getting germy though, unless I get my hands on some wash basin. Okay, that toilet shouldn't be there either. Yeah, unless I get my hands on some water. So let's get a pitcher pump thrown in down there, and pour our way across to that at a level 6 priority. Which means they'll do it ahead of any of this random stuff over here. But yeah, now that I've built those toilets, I'm going to demolish them because I put them in the wrong place. I have like a little bit of a, not a rigid system, but a slight system as to how I do this. Just to keep all the rooms the right size and shape and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to stick with what I know, I guess. I won't delete all the toilets at once, just because that would be dumb. But and yeah, let's then eventually... We have enough food for a while. I might not even accept any duplicants until I really get some life support up and running, because... Yeah. I need to be able to support them if I'm going to accept them, so... And now that that's built, that one can go. And then I can build 3 in a row, and 3 wash basins as well. It just lets me build a nice standard room with 3 toilets, 3 sinks, so that everyone has somewhere to wash their hands. And okay, what's everyone doing? I could accept a bunch of duplicants and try and really rush this, but I'm going to get limited by the speed of our research, which is not ideal. If I can get research up and running fast enough, then I can just tap this for power and use that to run a cooling system, which will be very kind of... I'll be bootstrapping it to begin with, because all I need to do is bring temperature down by 2 degrees in a small area, and then I can start a farm. 3 floors, so each floor here has 24 tiles of floor space, which means I can put 24 plants in. You need 10 mealwood plants per duplicant on this difficulty to support them. which means I want, ideally, okay, I'm gonna take, if I took 5 duplicants, I could make two floors with 48 plants, or 4 and then a little bit of surplus. Yeah, 4 and a little bit of surplus. I'll take another duplicant, and I'll set up a 2-floor farm. Okay. One of the few mods, I'm playing with almost no mods on, the only ones I have are quality of life. They don't change behaviors in the game, but they let me queue up some research. And some of the research I'm going to queue up is advanced research to begin with, and then liquid tuning. I really want this thermoecho tuner. I don't care that I won't be able to do much with it, I just need it to run, and then I need some smelting in case I don't find any metals, which I probably won't actually. But yeah, I think that's enough. I'm also going to want farming eventually as well, I suppose. Farming and then natural gas, because we're going to want to run that. Okay, hopefully they'll get this all sorted quite soon. I'll also queue up some automation and dining halls actually, and then just the basics of plumbing. This just lets me not micromanage the exact details of everything that I'm doing, so yeah, it just saves me some panic, and I can just let someone work on this 24/7, which is good. Amenities. We want some cots so people aren't sleeping on the floor. And we also need some more toilets, now that they're in the right place. That should make the room... Oh. I can put that even one farther back, and I think I will. The room now can be 64 tiles, which is the biggest a bathroom can be. That is why I'm being a bit picky about where everything was there, so I could have a standard arrangement, and then I can throw some decor in here and a deodorizer later on. It's just my way of doing things, I suppose. We're soon going to have access to water, which will stop the spread of germs, because currently that's an issue. Everyone's a bit germy, and we'll probably get food poisoning if I'm not quick about this. But they're getting on with it, which is good. Okay. I'm going to skip ahead a bit until something more interesting is happening. Okay, so we've got our hands on some new research, and we have a new duplicant available. Who are we going to take? Okay, we could have a second cook, which would be quite handy. And Stinky could then double up as a runner, just running materials around the map. Ideally we'd also have a farmer, and I do like having a builder, but not one with a bottomless stomach, so Nisbet is out. And I don't like having destructive dupes, so Frankie, I'm afraid not. I think we'll go with Stinky. Stinky, welcome to the colony. You're going to be a useful addition. We'll get Stinky specced up. You're going to be a griller, and you're going to probably operate this machine for a while. I want to get ahead of the curve because I know I will start to starve. So I want someone running on this machine all the time. And that means I need to get my food refrigerated, or sort of refrigerated, which isn't one of the things... Oh no, I've got it queued up, it's like the 8th thing on there, so that'll happen eventually. Okay, we need to get Stinky a bed too. That's going to be in here. Cots. And I think you're going to be it. I don't think we're going to accept a 5th, just until we get everything up and running properly. I don't think we can afford to, really. Oh. Well, I think we just found our first volcano. That is a toasty 1,000 degrees. Yikes, okay. Oh, and the only reason... So this obsidian spawned outside of the volcano, which is why it's vending heat. Because there's a blister light there, it means the volcano isn't doing it, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happened there. So yeah, a nice toasty part. We'll probably not put the farms anywhere over here. Over here might be a bit better. Or up, it depends. I'm not sure what is to be found up top, but we'll discover in just a second. Building lacks resources. Oh yeah, let's get Stinky on their priorities. Cooking, supplying, storing. Oh, and tidying as well. And tidying. There are they're going to be our runners, so they'll keep things stocked up, make sure that the toilets get emptied, and make sure that the wash basins are all full, which is good. They'll also drop in the resources for any builds that need to be done, which is good. And they'll probably get around to building once everything's stocked up. But yeah, so Turner needs to be powering through all the research there. Let's see. Yeah, we got our hands on advanced research, which means we're going to need a supercomputer. And that's going to draw some water, but that's fine. We can deal with that. What's our water situation? Yeah, tons of it. Tons of the stuff, and even more down here if we really need it. I'm going to get to hunting down all the hexcellent on the map. I don't think it rots, so I can just dig it up and it'll count in here so that I'm not getting too stressed about our food situation. And just dig an access tunnel all the way down the world. It'd be nice to see a bit more of what we've got to work with. I really want to get a look at that natural gas geyser, so I'm actually gonna. No, that won't get me any closer to look at it, will it? Well, maybe slightly. Soon we'll have a skilled up digger who will be able to core through that granite and get us in there. But for now, I'm just gonna try and get someone standing here so that I can get a slightly closer look at what's going on there. Okay, I'll skip ahead to something interesting. Okay, we have Lindsay over there who has cored her way closer to that. Fingers crossed. Knew it. Okay, so we've got a natural gas geyser. That's useful, especially on Geodormant. We're not going to see too many geysers, and it's nice to see that instead of like a polluted something geyser. You can get geysers that spit out food poisoning germs, and that's just not fun. So yeah, I'm glad to see that, especially so close to the early base. That'll definitely turn into our source of power very soon. Water cooler, skill struck, grubber. Okay, and the research is getting done. Thank you, Turner. No, what else? Okay. I don't think we're gonna discover anything else too soon. I just really want to see what I'm working with on this map, so I'm gonna make sure we explore up here first and then down below afterwards. Oh, what's that? Oh, iron ore. I should know what that looks like, I suppose. Iron ore. I got excited. I saw the nice shiny blue and I wondered what it was. I think I'm just not used to it being in this biome. I think it's a slightly different colour because of that. Normally it's just aluminium. And yeah, we have a metal poor biome, so all of the metal should be in slightly smaller veins and that kind of thing. If I go to the metal overlay, yeah, it's not too sparse. There's plenty to work with, but I guess in the later game that might become a limiting factor. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, let's get a look at what's to see up here. Unfortunately, someone has started their day with food poisoning. I think that's because I didn't get those wash basins down quick enough. So, Stinky has food poisoning. I suppose that's maybe somewhat fitting, given the unfortunate name. I'm also going to make sure that our digger has a building priority as well, just so that they build ladders as they go. But yeah, not good for Stinky. Where are you? You're our runner anyway, so you're just going to be taking more trips to the bathroom, I guess. As long as it doesn't... Yeah, it's not because of some deeper problem. It's just bad luck on their part. Wash basin has plenty of polluted water in it. Not good, but we don't really have anywhere to dump that yet. I guess I could set that up, just a little pocket to be filled up with polluted water. It just stops it off gassing in places I don't want it to. Okay, let's set out our grid here. Should be 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, we're gonna have a room here. And yeah, because the natural gas geyser is here. Natural gas, when you kind of use it up, you get polluted water. Which means if I put the generator somewhere around here, it makes sense to have the polluted water storage be nearby. Which it's gonna be now. Let's set that up. But first I want to check over to here to see if we've discovered anything. Nope, nothing interesting. That's one of our courtesy small boulders, I think. Blocking up part of the world there. It's obsidian, which is very hard to build, hard to dig. I struggle to get through that. But yeah, let's get this built now that we've seen up there a little bit. There's not much more to discover yet. Yeah, let's get this built. So we have new printables available before we get around to doing that. But I don't think anyone we want. Oh, you're a really good all-rounder, Niels. You're a really good all-rounder. I love having a builder who's dedicated to that. And it's nice to have a backup doctor. And a spare cook would be handy sometimes. You've also got mole hands, which helps your building. Oh, and flatulent is not a problem really. Niels, hopefully you don't doom us all. You need to get to building to make up for this, but yeah, welcome to the colony. They all start with a point for skills, so you can throw that in. I'm gonna go with construction. You're gonna be our builder. We've also got some other skill points to spend. Max, you were a cook. You were our cook. You're now +9, I believe, to your cooking, which is good. But yeah, let's set up priorities for Niels here. You can also be a priority digger. You've got a +3 to it, so I don't see why not. You're also on doctoring, and oh, what was your other thing? Backup cook. I'll just leave that as is. We'll also throw a priority on combat in case I need to scoop up some critters to save the colony. We'll see. Just get our hands on some more hexcellent, although we're not going to run out of food too soon, hopefully. We'll see. We'll find out soon. With 5 duplicants at 2,000 calories a day, we have 3 days of food. Now in 3 days we won't get very much research done, but if what we do get done includes liquid tuner and metal refinery, what am I doing? Liquid tuner and a metal refinery, then we can get to work on setting up agriculture. Then we'll need farmers to work it, but that's a future problem for future me. For now we have plenty of food and we are occasionally making a little bit more just to save us a little bit of time. Or give us a little bit of time. We didn't get this built though, so let's get that done. That'll do for now. It's a bit of a ramshackle job, but it'll get things done. One thing I don't like is that Turner joined us, which is because Turner has run out of power. So you're now an operator in your part-time, which means you'll keep running on that treadmill, wherever that is, operator. And I'm also going to set these to higher priority. Oh no, they're the highest priority there is. So that they keep getting stocked up with water and with dirt, so that we can keep research going. And that is going to keep off gassing until it fills the room with natural gas, which is about 5 kilos worth. And then, yep, nothing else interesting on the map. But again, this is pretty much a godsend. That's helpful, a lot, very helpful. We're gonna want to dump polluted water in there, but we don't have a chance yet because we don't have any. We've got polluted dirt instead, I suppose. Not sure. We'll get our hands on a deoxidizer soon enough. Liquid tuning. Okay, we're soon gonna have our thermo aqua tuner. We can't do anything with that technology yet though because we don't have any metal. So metal is the next step. And then we'll have a very, very powerful tuning system for our temperature. I'm really hoping I can rush to cooling before I starve the base. I really want rid of this plant quite urgently. Do we have any polluted water yet? We will once these fill up. Which will happen quite soon for that one. Okay, and yeah, now that we have a spec'd up digger, they can get through granite and explore a bit higher up. Although there's nothing interesting to see up there. It'd be nice to see a ocean biome, because they have lettuce plants, which will continue to drop food, and I think they can work at a slightly higher temperature. Another alternative I have thought about is mushrooms, which don't need 30 degrees to grow. Sorry, below 30 degrees to grow. They need below 35, which is obviously a bit more hospitable. How are you surviving? It's because you started at a very low temperature. That won't last. You're at 29.9. Yeah, you're about to become too warm to function, but thank you for the 1 mealwood that you're going to drop. Or meal lice that you're going to drop. Now, I don't want to see that this early. No, you're just catching your breath. Okay. Yeah, I should probably do something about all the CO2, but I don't have any means to do so. Oh, they can't get to the water. Any wonder they're not researching stuff. That was dumb. That was a bad move on my part. Yeah, it's just the little thing. It's the little things that'll get you in this game, just as a rule, generally. Okay, that's gonna get quite hot, but there's not too much heat trapped in that one obsidian block. A ton of obsidian at 200 degrees. That'll probably heat the area by another kind of 5 in its local environment, and then it'll be fine. Oh, and a little artifact building. No useful stuff in it though, I don't think. If I go into metal, copper ore, yeah, nothing too crazy. Sometimes they have automation wires in it, which gives you refined metal, which is what I want. But I don't think so. Gold amalgam. Oh, that's a slime biome then. Polluted oxygen. Yeah, that's going to be a slime biome over there, which is not helpful. Although I could try and find some mushrooms in it, but you know what? Maybe that will be my focus. Mushroom-based agriculture is doable. You just need a lot of CO2 and dark, which is manageable. Do we go for mushrooms? Or do we go for cooling? Cooling's more of a challenge, but I'll have a go at getting up there to those just as a backup plan. I'll queue up some dig commands so someone goes up there eventually. No, no one's actually starving. Okay, cool. So that is those build commands queued up. I'm going to make them priority 6 because I really want to see what's up there. They're not going to encounter anything dangerous along the way. There are no germs right up here. So that'll get done pretty quick. There's a little boulder in the way, but no major issue. And we're about to have liquid chaining. It'd be nice to see that as an option at least. What? Oh, you can make it out of regular metal. I mean, it'll overcook itself very quickly, but if I dropped it in water, it won't overheat. Oh, now all I need is power and I can get a cooling system. Whoa, I didn't realize that was possible. I still want metal for radiant pipes and stuff, but huh. Okay, well, we don't need mushrooms anymore. Be nice to grab one though. But no, we're gonna go for mealwood and we're gonna do it right now. Thermo aqua tuner. Like, people are gonna get very upset because they're gonna have to build in the water. But we can afford a little bit of stress because it will save us from a lot in the future. I'm thinking for our 5 duplicants, that's 10,000 calories. That's okay, so we need 10 plants per duplicant. 10 mealwood plants. We don't even have that many seeds right now, but we'll get there. How many seeds do we have? Yeah, 14. So we're gonna need 50. It'll take a second to spin up, but eventually we will have 50, which means we're gonna need 2. I'll go for 3 floors. 3 floors are gonna be farms. That is the wrong layer. Whoops. 3 floors are gonna be farms. And wow, we can get that set up. I forgot that you could build a thermo aqua tuner without refined metals. They're better with refined metals. They have a higher overheat temperature, but as long as you submerge them in a liquid, they will exchange heat enough to not overcook themselves. I've never seen the glitter they throw off before. Weird. But yeah, so this is actually a solution, and we'll get some cooling in. It'll be slow to spin up, but doable. This makes me brave enough now to maybe accept a farmer. I think we'll accept Marie. You've also got diver's lungs, which is glorious. yeah, I think you take like 3/4 of the oxygen. You're also a good backup runner for when we need it. So yeah, you're Marie. I think some of the early duplicants, not all of them, but some of them were named after famous scientists. So like, there's one called Nikola, as in Nikola Tesla. There's Marie, as in Marie Curie, and I think maybe the duplicant is meant to look slightly like them. But yeah, it's not the case for all of them. It was a cool feature. I think it hinted to the idea that they were growing up from clones of the originals or something. Because obviously they're all clones, but yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that for everyone. It would have been a cool little thing. But maybe, yeah, I know there's a backstory to some of the names. I read the lore once on one of my playthroughs, but that was a while ago. I've been playing this game nearly since it came out. A fair while ago, I think it was 2017. Well, that's another very toasty rock. I could use that to kill all the slime off, but I won't because that would be stupid. Or maybe it wouldn't. I might do that. It's a very kind of ad hoc way to do it, but no mushrooms to be seen, and I don't want to core through all of that slime to get to them. So for now, yeah, that's 5. That's fine. Anything interesting? No, a rock crusher could get us very. Yeah, a very kind of bootstrapped. I'm only going to have this online for a little bit, so I'm going to put it in a place where I know I'll want to rip it out eventually. And I'm going to use it to get me some refined metal, because I really want my hands on some. Just so I can set up a little bit of automation, and it'll just make my life slightly easier. So the problem with them is that they only convert metal at 50% efficiency, so you're wasting a little ore, which isn't good to do on a metal per map, but I will do it just for the start. And you are going to be an improved farmer, even though we don't have a farm. So you're a little bit obsolete right now, but not for long. And we will queue up some farming for you, eventually, once we get all this built. In fact, that is our major priority. We want this done right now, because I know that eventually this will get ahead of us. And we'll start to starve. I just know that that's coming very soon, sooner than I like. Excellent fruit won't last very long for all of us. Is there any more around the map? There really isn't. I think I've carved it mostly all out. So yeah, we're gonna... you're trapped. Stinky. I got there just in time before the warning almost. Okay, still can't dump any polluted water because we don't have any. And that's getting built too, which is good. Thank you, Max. Okay, let's throw some pipes down. Now we don't even have radiant pipes, which is a part of why oh, excellent. Oh, and iron would be nice too. Yeah, we don't need much. 4 is plenty. It's gonna throw out a lot of sand, which sounds useful in its way. But I think there'll be other ways of getting a lot of it. And what do we want? We want... So... Okay, I'm gonna set up a little system here. So, water coming in... we want some automation, don't we? Okay, let's see about this. You know what, for now, maybe it's not needed. No, I want the automation, otherwise this will freeze in the pipes, maybe. It probably won't, but prepare for all eventualities, it's probably a good idea. Wipe that. Oh no! What a waste of dupe power. I should have... gosh. Okay. That in there. If it's not able to, then I'll kick it out there. And then that'll run out here. We bridge this on. Tell you what, I'll get this piping set up and then I will jump back in. I had already done the hard part, so I don't know why I paused that there, but I threw in some wires as well, and now we have polluted water to dump in here, which is good. We just want it rid of from up here, so it stops off gassing polluted water up there, or polluted gas. Another thing yeah, I realized that another reason that I want some refined metal is that I am going to shred these wires by throwing... This requires too high a wattage for the wires that I have available, so that would be a problem. But I think low conductance wires is going to be somewhere on our priorities. Oh, it's not. Well, that'll be about 20th, 14th. Okay, that's a long way away. I don't mind shredding the wires for now. We can keep replacing them. Just keep throwing copper ore at the problem. Or aluminium ore. We'll see. And let's work these pipes through. We've got a little bit of radiant pipe. Cool. Let's work these pipes through. So we want it to cool these 3 floors. So I'm going to run it across like this. What are we using? I'm going to use granite instead because it has slightly... it has the better thermal properties for this job, slightly. It's very marginal. Do I want like a very particular system to how I do this? Not really. I'll probably rip it out in a bit. And because it will annoy me, I'm going to make sure that these are all working. You know what? Ugh. I can make this look a lot nicer. Because it will radiate heat from the floor, and because the floor will be a really nice thermal buffer for it, what I'm actually going to do is run the pipes through the floor. Yeah, I can do that instead. That'll look a lot nicer. And so far as we won't be able to see the pipes, which I prefer. And now it's going to come in there, be spat out here, and eventually come back up here. Okay, cool. Even without radiant pipes, this will be able to do its job. It will be able to... The thing I want to do is heat the water up enough that it doesn't re-enter the thermoaquatuner super cold, because then it will freeze in the pipes, and that will cause us some problems. So basically what the thermoaquatuner does is it cools down the water coming in and spits out heat in its surroundings. So, oh wow, we had not a lot of radiant pipe there. Or radiant, yeah, radiant pipe there. Oh well, this will all get built very slowly, but that's fine. It's not, I'm not rushing it. We're gonna want food research soon as well. When's that queued up for? Oh, that's next. But yeah, okay, I'm a little less stressed. As long as I get this built in time. I'm going to skip ahead until something goes wrong. One thing that was slowing down progress in this was that the duplicants didn't have anything to breathe down here, so they kept having to come up for air. So I'm just throwing in a very minor little oxygen production facility down here. Just some algae terrariums with, yeah, with not much else going on for them. I need to make sure I have some algae, which I bet I don't. Yep, I don't. I'll have to core into some. Organic. That is our best bet up there. Except it'll release a bunch of chlorine into the base, which kind of goes against exactly why I'm doing this. Hang on. Let's go across to here in a slightly more awkward manner, but we'll get it done. And then we'll get our hands on some chlorine. Or algae. New printables. You'll have to be really incredible. No. No one incredible here. Gossman's pretty good, but I don't need a decorator full time. Nope. I mean, they don't have to have an interest in the skill, but it just makes life a lot easier if you want to kind of make them focus on something. So yeah, I think that's another volcano. So we got 1, 2, 3. I suppose that's not surprising. I wonder what the interaction of geodormant is with volcanoes. I wonder if volcanoes count towards the amount of geysers you get in an already low amount of geysers on your map, if that makes sense. I mean, hopefully it doesn't count against it, but I wouldn't be surprised. It might mean that like we only get 8 geysers and 50% of them are volcanoes or something stupid. I guess that's funny. Oh, someone's been sleeping on the floor. I need to keep track of everything. Whoops. You know, we'll throw in a few extra for good measure. Oh no, we won't. That'll make it asymmetrical. Because what I want to do, the maximum size for a bedroom is 64. which means someone gets pride of place right in the middle there. It just means that I can keep things symmetrical and do that. But that's really not a priority. That can be a 4. Well, no. Most of it can be a 4. That's a 6. Someone got a skill. Turner is going to be researching. I like the clappers. Okay, cool. Excellent. What the hell? Marie, why are you researching? I mean, I get it, you're Marie Curie, but... No. You're stopping our chief from doing it. Now, that begs the question of what was Turner doing? Probably operating, probably running on the wheel, and then, yeah, you saw your chance and took it. Fair enough. But yeah, there was nothing else too noteworthy on the map. Certainly no geysers. And don't think any breaks, at least not obvious ones, in the abyssalite around the volcanoes. Otherwise it'd be already heating up quite a bit around them. Yeah, not much. So did we get more, we got plenty of research done. Might even use a coal generator over here just to keep things reliable with power. Hook it up to a big battery that'll eventually place. I'll eventually replace. What are my words? Just so that that can get done. I'm gonna boost the priority a little bit. Well, that's not on 8. It's a 5. Do we already have all the... No, we don't have nearly enough. Okay, yeah, let's get this built. Oh wait, no, I needed some oxygen down here, didn't I? Cracking that open helped as well. Yeah, now that that's boosted, let's get this built. Progress on this is slow and steady, but one thing I'm noticing is we're very close to running out of food. Like, worryingly. These pips are gonna have to go, sorry folks. And then it's gonna take 3 days to spin up a farm, so yeah. Is there an ocean anywhere to be found? What is in there? That looks a weird color. I'm used to that being yellower. There is no ocean biome, which is annoying because that would be a great source of food. I guess we just need to focus on getting this built, but I don't know if we'll have enough time. Oh, we've never been, we just straight up haven't been making food in that. And that was a main priority of mine at one point. Now I don't know what the choice is to eat there of all places, but I respect it. Probably there was Hexland up there or something. Should probably make them a dedicated mess hall, but no one's stressed enough for me to care about it. I will queue that up eventually, but it's not a priority right now. What is a priority is getting this farm built and done. I mean, we should have the dupe power. It doesn't take much to build this. What a horrible noise. We just need the space to do it. Now there's a chance that when the plants emerge, they are... No, they won't be the right temperature. I imagine the plants grow at the same temperature as their seeds. Otherwise there would be a cool exploit where I could probably get them to grow maybe once. Depends. Maybe not. Please get rid of that tree. It's blocking the ladders and slowing everything down. Ah. As is that one. Oh, and more Hexland. Okay. That'll keep the food shortage at bay for like another 2 seconds. Yeah, I did prioritize that. Please do it. Oh, this is so slow. Why is it so slow? Oh, because you have other things to do. And why aren't you doing it? Okay, I'm gonna just keep a very careful eye. Yeah, all of your priorities are building stuff down here. Like, please do it. Okay, now prioritize building those ladders so that we can get that done. And then they'll be able to move around a bit better and hopefully build a bit better. But yeah, I'm not liking how slowly this is coming on. I mean, they've laid a bit of the pipe work and stuff, but... ugh. It's pretty stressful. Okay, barring major catastrophe, I'm just going to skip ahead a bit. Okay, the next thing I'm noticing is that they don't have anything to breathe. Poor duplicants. Yeah, so nothing's getting done because they just keep stopping to catch their breath, and that's not good, and I can afford to spend, you know, just a tad of algae. That's maybe a bit excessive because it'll overpressure down here, but... yeah, that'll throw out a lot of oxygen, and I really need it done because I want this mess to go away. Probably wouldn't hurt to core that out as well, but first things first. Now, how much algae do we have? Not a lot. I need to core that out as well. This is a very, very short-term solution. I'm also going to core up here. Hopefully this doesn't get in the way of progress on the farm. And it might. It just might. Oh well. Gotta do it. But yeah, that was another minor crisis. Okay, we got power research. That'll be good for when we crack that natural gas geyser open. We've got plenty of new technologies, which is good. And we don't have any metal to run those, but it'll be good when we do. Oh wait, did we get smart batteries? Will be nice, but we don't have them yet. Probably we're burning through the water that I'm using, or gonna use as a temperature sink. Oh, that'll be number 8 on the list. Yeah, we're getting through this water quite quickly, so I might switch to this other one, just because I want to leave some in there for the to soak up heat. Let's drop that there. I don't know why I did that over there. just force a habit. I want to make the room uniform. Okay. I will jump ahead until the next catastrophe. So the observant of you will notice that we have a new duplicant. I accepted, I think it was Catalina, because they're a builder, and I'm going to take the risk of inviting a new person in just to try and get this thing built. I really need it quite soon. Those aren't going to grow because the temperature's not right, but yeah, I just wanted to check that that would be the case. Yeah, I'm panicking a little bit now because I really need this built desperately, and it's a pretty big facility. I mean, it'll run... oh, now we have more duplicants than we can feed. No, we don't. 72 plants. 72 plants. Okay, this will have to be ripped out in a second, but for now it'll do. There's far too many, isn't there? Oh well. Feed that up. Okay, we have some oxygen production, not lots. It's not a priority that you rip those out. Okay, please build this in time. All those pips are gonna go. Every single critter's probably gonna have to die for this. Oh well. It'll be for a worthy cause. You two are going to be first, I think. And I'll just set the priority of that to higher when we run out of food, which we're just on the cusp of doing. Okay, no, you all have to go as well. Not you. I'll leave they don't give any food. Priorities. Yeah, Lindsay will get around to that very soon. The priorities are not set for Catalina, and they should be. You can't doctor, but that's fine. And in fact, that's a priority now too. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is a big facility. Oh, they're growing. What the heck? What is your temperature like? Yeah, so I bet your seeds were slightly cooler, aren't they? And you are growing. Not much, but a little. Not even enough to support one duplicant. But it will be whenever we get all this built, hopefully. So there's some combat happening. Some pips are dying. But it's a worthy sacrifice. There are some eggs around, so I don't actually feel bad about killing every single one on here. I'll leave one, just in case. But yeah, that's stressful. Everyone, please build this. Please. It's now a 9. I'll drop the food a little bit so that doesn't confuse people, but... Okay, that's up and running. That's fine. It's just gonna waste coal for a while. Do we have enough to waste? Oh, we have literal tons. Oh, I'm stressing a lot about this. We're gonna have to introduce water to that system as well soon, but that's easily done. We'll just have to... I really hope we get this up and running. I'll be happy if we do, but I have my doubts. Yeah, those have all overheated now. I'm not even going to put seeds down. Okay, yeah, they're still having to catch their breath every so often, which is slowing progress, but this is looking more and more like a farm that might work. And we have nearly 2 cycles of food. No. Each is 2,000. We have 1 cycle of food. Yikes. This is going to be very, very, very close to the line. Which stresses me out a lot. It's not giving me an insufficient oxygen production warning, which is weird because I'm pretty sure we have insufficient oxygen production. But I mean, if not, I'll take it. You can start planting stuff just in case it gives that like 13 or 14% of growth before it overheats. Because we're going to want these done soon. We need this entire row done. Or are the pipes done? Not quite. Do we have any metal? Yes, we have just enough metal for what we wanted it for. So those will get included now as well. And then once we get this pump going and power to it, it'll start to cool down. Oh, it's going to be really, really close to the line, and once they start to starve, oh my gosh. I'll still need 3 days of chaos. It'll be 3 days of chaos before the farms actually come online. I think that's how long it takes to grow. And then there'll be some fluctuations and stuff because it's not going to be perfect, but it might get done. We will find out soon. Let's dig up all of this muck that's in the way. I really don't want to... I can afford to leave that there. Just everything down here is a priority right now. Okay, that'll start introducing liquid to this system. Once it gets power, which I should probably do. So many little things to keep going at the same time. But that's what the game's for. Need to power the colony. Yes, I do indeed. A smart battery would be nice, but I don't think I'm going to get that anytime soon. You folks are having a bad time. Oh no. I really don't think we'll do it. We'll see. Oh, what? Oh, it's trying to pipe that in the wrong frickin' direction. Why? It's not the end of the world, but that's annoying. Yeah, I should have clipped that on after a bridge segment. Hang on. That there. That there. Delete those two, and that should solve that problem. and then we're going to start cooling, and then we'll start growing, and hopefully we won't all starve in the meantime. We do not have a lot of calories left lying around. And I think I got all the hexalent. Oh no! Hello, how did I miss you? You're right next to the farm. Hiding in plain sight. Okay, you're not a lot of food, but it might be enough. Just enough. And then critters are going to go next. But this might work. Yeah, so these grow a little bit before they equilibrate in temperature with the surroundings. The surroundings. My gosh. Food shortage. Okay. That notification's not going to go away anytime soon, but... No, did that not fix it? Pipe blocked. Water's there, water's there, water's there. Oh, it doesn't want to flow this way because it's not built yet. But the metal's there. Please build it. We'll get around to that eventually. No, that's actually really important. That's currently what's limiting our food production, is the fact that this is not spinning up yet, the coolant. And it'll take a little while to do so as well. Like probably a long while actually, realistically, because of the way I've set this up. But they'll get it done. Hopefully. Why is no one building that? Because they're all asleep. Or eating. Oh, and there's another hexalent. Okay, this is maybe doable. They may be doable. I've got some hope. Now go and build the frickin' pipes. Ah, and there was iron just sitting in them as well. That's like annoying. Okay, cool. Huh. It's being built. Or it's being done. Now the water in there is not going to cool anything down right now. But once it gets around to here it will. Please throw some coal at this problem. Please. We've got to drop a coal storage there. Oh, you should not run through that water to get there. That's dumb. I'm gonna stop them from running through here because they are just gonna get so stressed out by that. And it's such a stupid way to go around. Like it's slower than just going down a floor, I think. Okay, water's arriving here, and once this gets powered, yes, okay, that'll have clipped one of these down by 14 degrees. Which one? None of them, apparently. 18.4, okay, yeah. Good. That'll offer a tiny bit of cooling, so now this is spinning up. Good. Let's fill these with seeds wherever we can. Now if I really wanted to micromanage this, I would put all of the seeds closest to where the cooling's going to come from, but that would take quite a lot of effort on my part, and I don't want to dig up the seeds that are planted already and stuff, so I'm not going to do that yet. Food shortage. Yeah, there is. There sure is. Now I should probably put a second coal plant so that I can run full time, because it's going to need to. There? That'll work. It's near the coal storage. Not that there's anything in that. I've set up so many build commands. You could be the best duplicant in the world right now, and I don't want it. But I don't think any of them are anyway. Nope. Sorry. Okay, let's skill these people up so that this all gets done even quicker. Get your hats on. And you're already an expert farmer, even though you've never touched a crop. Well, you've planted a few, I guess. You're an expert farmer who has never grown a plant. Planter box. There we go. Circuit overloaded. Yep. That was guaranteed to happen, but I'm just going to keep replacing the wire indefinitely. Because I need low conductance. Or low something. Some other thing in order to solve that problem, and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Okay, yeah. Yeah, nice cold water coming through. Beautiful. Now, it will heat up as it goes through, but maybe not enough, because we don't have a lot of radiant pipe. So let's get some more. But yeah, that's offering some cooling, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'm already starting to see a little spot of cooler stuff right here. That's good. That's good to see. And we can throw in all the seeds we want, or all the seeds we have. Now, the system is not a perfect one by any means, but it might save us. Oh, we're not even in food shortage. I mean, we really are, but it doesn't know that. The next problem we're going to have is stuff freezing in the pipes, because this is probably going to start leaving it very, very cold. 10 degrees. I don't care. I'll take it. Where is it? Radiant pipes. I'm going to throw another one down on either side once I get the metal for it. And food shortage again. That really didn't last. Some pips will be sacrificed, but I have some hope. You know what? Oops. Okay, I can't even do that. I'll have to manually do that, and I don't want to. Okay. Only grow the ones that are nearest the coolant. Now this is going to take a while to spin up. It really is. But I think it's doable. I really do. That's already cooling down a bit. That'll be the first one up, I think. Or this. Or yeah, maybe this one. Starvation. Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, if I want this to work, I'm gonna have to sacrifice every single pip and every single critter on the map. Sorry, folks. Oh, not you though. Food poisoning. Great. It's not something we want to see. Oh well. Should be leaving icy cold now. 4.7. Whew. Thankfully the tiles are acting as a bit of a buffer for the incredibly cold stuff that we've got going on right now. We don't have any seeds. Oh, you know, in fact, we could get more. There are seeds buried throughout the map in these little pockets. And this will be how we get our farm spinning up a little bit quicker. So, pardon my panicked digging of stuff, but yeah, that'll help. If we're gonna do this, I need every little bit I can get. Any mealwood seeds? See, they're growing quite happily. There's a little, yeah, I guess it's not uniformly 30 degrees, but it's very close to it. They're still growing happily as well, which is alarming and impressive, but you know what, they're growing so slowly that I'm gonna just chop them up. They can be planted in my farm and that'll be fine. Oh, we never did get around to getting that algae, and because of it we're running very low actually. That's now priority 9 too. I've set everything to priority 9 and therefore nothing is, but oh well. It was all important. Some more than others though. I could really do with gas. Is anything freezing the pipes yet? No. Nothing is entering at 14 degrees, although some of it's 17, 16. It's getting close. 14. Oh. I think it actually has to be 12 to freeze. God damn. No power. Bucker. Oh, man. Do we not have any coal? No, we have loads of coal. Yikes. That's got me stressed out. It's probably the only thing that was saving the pipes and the circuits here, to be fair. Okay, that's growing. Oh, hallelujah. That is a good thing to see. I can now throw those back in there. We're going to start digging up more and more seeds as I get them to explore this. That's a lot of dirt. That's a lot of dirt. Yeah. It's giving me a very patronizing video about power circuits, because it thinks I don't know how to run one because I'm cooking these ones. There is method to my madness. Oh, this system is clogged up. Yeah, I can fix that though. It would be running smoothly like that all the time, except there's too much water in the pipes. And there are elegant ways to fix it, and there are inelegant ways to fix it. And I'm going to do the latter. Let's throw, oh no. I'd love to not extinct the hatches, please. Any Dracos around? Yes. I don't think I can get down there in time for it to make much of a difference. Any Hexcellent available? These aren't getting done. Who's on a tidying priority? Stinky. That should be your main thing to do. Yeah, no more Hexcellent on the map. So no more little saving things. Yeah, we're gonna have people starve, I think. We're about to offer us a little bit more food, but not very much. The operation of this is so slow that it just doesn't matter at all, really. It might help slightly. It's possible. Yeah, so once that's not running, it stops running smoothly because there's too much water in the pipes. I'm gonna fix that weirdly. Okay, I don't want to have it offline for too long. Someone is gonna starve. I think I just need to accept that, but we do have a farm up and running now, so that's good. Someone please fix that. Someone made a mess as well because no one emptied the toilets. Out of order. Waiting delivery. Turner. Yeah, so that's running smoothly now, even without this on, which is good. I just need to eliminate one water packet from the system, and then it works nice and clearly. We've got 3 starvation warnings. We're not gonna... Oh, this is all nice and cool now. Brilliant. Oh, everything is growing. Everything is cool enough, almost. That is good to see. We're about to have a little bit of a population cull. I think it was inevitable. I'm just going to let it happen randomly. I'm not going to try and kind of manipulate that at all. We'll see who goes and who stays. Yeah, it'll be unfortunate, but yeah, it's just what's going to happen. And then everyone's going to get stressed because they'll be mourning. Who's it going to be? You're very low. Lindsay, Catalina. Catalina was our newest arrival too, so I should have expected this. First in, first out, I suppose. Some of these are growing though. They're depressingly close to being done, that's the thing. But we're about to have one last mouth to feed. Sorry, Catalina. This is really not helping much, but it may have staved it off a little bit. Probably should have had 2 of those running, but... okay. I'll probably call the episode very soon. I'll see who is the first to perish. Catalina, yeah. Okay, we'll get you a grave built. Who is next to go? I think we'll lose 2. I really don't want it to be our farmer. Oh, Stinky. It's gonna be Stinky. Well, that's sad to see, But the farm is up and running. It'll slowly spin up, and we won't have a colony lost on our hands, I don't think. So, despite all the chaos going up over here, I think I might call the episode there. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks very much for watching this kind of chaos unfold, but hopefully this is going to turn into a series with a slightly dramatic start. But we got there. Rest in peace to Catalina. We'll get all those graves sorted out. And just as I'm wrapping things up, yeah, stinky. I don't think we'll have another starvation, hopefully, just because of a little bit of food that we're producing, and these are about to drop some mealwood for us. So yeah, we'll see about that. But for now, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like, and I'll see you in the next episode.